And today I want to talk to you a little bit about your fears and what exactly your fears are. And I'm going to compare them to an indicator light on your car. So let's say you're driving down the road in your vehicle and all of a sudden indicator light comes on. Now it might be low on gas, it might be low on oil, it might be your trunk's open, might be a check engine light. Who knows what it is, but when an indicator light comes on, that is telling you that the vehicle that you're driving has a problem that it wants you to pay attention to and correct the problem or do something, because if you don't, it might lead to a bigger problem. So that's what it's doing. So as humans, as we go through our day, we have a conscious mind and a subconscious mind. Your conscious mind, you can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell. That kind of runs the show. So as you go through your day, is what takes place is you get input all day long from your conscious mind. And that input goes into your subconscious mind, and that produces the action you take, and that produces your results. So what happens when your conscious mind isn't functioning and putting stuff into your subconscious mind? Well, your subconscious mind works by default. It is a program that has been put in there. Now, they tell us we have approximately 60 to 70,000 thoughts every single day. And 95% of those thoughts that we have are all subconscious thoughts. So most of our thinking isn't coming from our conscious mind. It's already a pre-programmed of our subconscious mind. So when we go through life and we can see, hear, taste, touch, and smell, and something triggers a fear, it's just an indication of pay attention to what that fear was. It's not a don't do that, because that's what we do. If you were driving in your car and the oil light comes on or indicator light comes on, do you take a hammer and kind of chisel out the light bulb or put a piece of tape over it? No, you wouldn't do that. You fix the problem. See, is what's going to happen is underneath the manifold in the motor is your pistons and all your stuff, like your subconscious mind. That's what's in your motor. If it's telling you to fix something or pay attention to, if you don't, you're going to have problems down underneath that manifold. That's what's going to happen. So what do? We fix the problem. In life, what do? Well, we ignore the problem. We bury it. We suppress it. Why do we do that? Because the problem has a solution, and it's usually a pretty easy solution, but we don't do that. We start to think, well, I shouldn't do that, or that might happen, and we think all these different things. So what are we doing? We're thinking of what we don't want, or how we don't want it to happen, or how we can't do that. Well, we become what we think about. So ding, 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 ding. Wow, I'm sitting here and I'm thinking about what I don't want. I don't mean to, but I am. And I'm letting something small as a small fear over something control what I'm thinking. So strip down that fear, think of what that fear was, think what caused that fear, and think what you can do to correct the fear. That's all you have to do. Instead of running away, going back where it's comfortable. We hit a thing called a terror barrier. We come across something, and instead of figuring out what it is or how we can do it, we recoil back. We get to where it's comfortable because it's easier that way, not to go through it. Well, you're never going to get the prize or the reward or the goal or the thing you're going for if you do that. But when you learn how to conquer that, you bust right through it. A quick example would be, let's say, a high dive. You want to jump off the high dive and you're younger. I don't know how many times you go up that ladder and go into that diving board and you want to jump in and you see all your friends doing it, but nope, you can't do it. And you walk back down that high dive and you don't understand why. But when you finally do crash through it, okay, what do? You're back up there every single minute. I want to do more. I want more. I want more. I want more. Now you're thinking you want more, you're getting more, you've crashed through that terror barrier. Everything in life has a terror barrier and it can just be crashed through. Somebody's done it. Why can't you? There's a reason why you can't. The reason why you can't is because you're thinking the fear is overriding and we become what we think about. So as you're going through your week, I want you to stop and think, what makes me in fear of that? Why am I in fear of that? Somebody else has gotten through that fear. I wonder what they did. What can I do? Instead of suppressing the fear, evaluate it, figure out what it is, and crash right through it. So I'm Chad with Unlock Wealth, and you guys have a fantastic weekend.